How could XRP hit $10,000 without the market cap needing to go over $500 trillion? Because as connected as all of these theories are, and as fun as it is to speculate on cartoons and riddles here, we need to get practical, because to get to $10,000 based on the current metrics that measures a cryptocurrency, well, that's taking the price multiplied by the circulating supply to get the market cap. So taking $10,000, multiplying that by the current circulating supply would be $582 trillion market cap. So number one, there would need to be a significant reduction in circulating supply via token burning, and the current supply would need to be reduced by about 50 billion or less. And currently XRP's burn rate is pretty slow for that to happen, because even with 5 trillion in daily transactions, burning 8.2 billion XRP would take years. For example, if each transaction moves $1,000, then 5 trillion requires 5 billion transactions daily, burning 50,000 XRP per day. This would take 449 years. So even with higher fees or larger transaction volume, burning enough tokens quickly isn't practical unless Ripple comes out and decides to do it. Burning everything that they have in escrow, because they hold about 40% in escrow, around 40 billion tokens. So a coordinated burn of, let's say, 10 to 20 billion tokens would reduce the supply to about 38 to 48 billion. But still, that would require the market cap of $380 to $480 trillion. And Ripple has no incentive to burn such a large portion of its holdings, because it would diminish its control and revenue potential, because they sell some of that XRP every time it's released from escrow. Another method would be through token locking or staking mechanisms, so fewer are available for trading, which could potentially drive up the price without inflating the market cap proportionally. So this is what's led a lot of people to talk about Swift or banks locking billions of XRP for liquidity reserves rather than using Nostro or Vostro accounts, and pricing retail out of the market to buy up their XRP. And if XRP were to become a global bridge currency, banks would need to hold large amounts to facilitate transactions, reducing market availability. And with Ripple's partnerships with banks like Bank of America, MasterCard, other central banks across the globe, it could support this, but locking 20 billion XRP, which is 34% of the supply, would require unprecedented adoption, and that takes time. That's not going to happen in just 1 year. And locked tokens can still count towards market cap unless permanently burned or removed. And this leads us to theory number 3, which is decoupling price from market cap via utility-driven valuation and adoption. Because the number one argument on one side is that the market cap would be too large for that to be possible, but the argument on the other side is that market cap doesn't matter, because XRP is a utility token where price is driven by transaction volume rather than speculative trading. So how it works is a unique concept, so listen to this. XRP's value could be tied to its role of moving trillions of dollars in cross-border payments. For example, Swift has 5 trillion in daily volume, and if XRP captures a significant share of that, its price could reflect the value it facilitates, not just speculative demand.